Today I just want to show you a really simple indexing method. So what I've got here is I've got a couple of rings. These ultimately will hold like a sort of little telescope, and it needs 3 holes in it basically, so I can put these little adjustment screws in for alignment. And you know, they're obviously set at well, there's 3 points, so 120 degrees apart. And rather than sort of setting up you know, my mandrel at the back, you know, with my indexing plunger, etc, etc, I've just come up with a really simple way of doing this. And it involves the tool post drill, which this is the tool post drill. I built this a while back. It's basically just a bush in there with a couple of bearings inside, one each end, and that just allows that to rotate. It's got a little tiny chuck on the end. I think it's 0.3 of a millimetre to 4 mil. The idea I got from Steve Jordan. He's on his YouTube channel, so if you sort of search for Steve Jordan tool post drill, it's not to the same design as his. I sort of made it myself. He uses a collet chuck at the end, but you know, it's very similar actually, no real differences. And obviously that's mounted to a quick change tool post, so that'll just that can drop onto the lathe in that position, so you can drill you know, indexed holes into something like this, which I'm doing today. Or of course you can reconfigure that so that it'll mount, you know, in the front side of the tool post, so you can drill holes, you know, in say a cylinder cover or something if you need you know, a bolt circle. But today like I say, all I want to do is drill 3 holes in some discs of aluminium. I've done that one already, obviously, so this is the one I'm going to do today. So first of all, obviously I just want to pop that into the chuck. So I'll just make sure that's fully firmed back. Pop that on there. Just turn that light on. Oh, that's okay, yeah. And obviously I want to also just drop in the tool post drill. I've already aligned this to the positions where I want it, so it's sort of central around the you know, across the disc. So obviously I want to put 3 holes at 120 degrees apart. So obviously, this being a 3-jaw chuck, the jaws are 120 degrees apart. So what I've came up with is, it's basically just a brass bar, which has I've turned it down to exactly 3 1/4 inches. Obviously with my lathe being 3 1/2 inches, and the chuck jaws here are 1/2 inch, so that 3 1/2 inches brings me to the centre of the jaw. So all I need to do, down on the bed of the lathe here, I just simply pop this spacer in, and I can rotate the chuck around so that then holds that firmly. And we know that this jaw here is parallel to the drill. So the next thing I need to do is grab my drill. So I just use a standard battery drill, and I can attach that to the spindle of the drill. And the drill has got I made a stop here actually on the tool post grinder. I made a stop, so I can adjust that to allow me, so I don't obviously go in too far or anything like that. And all I need to do is firmly hold the chuck so it's pressing down against that point there, against that block on the chuck, and I can drill my first hole. And there you have it. As you see, the drill breaks through, but the stop stops the drill. And then all I have to do now is take the spacer out, rotate the chuck around, put the spacer back in, down onto a hard stop again, and I'm ready to drill my second hole. and rinse and repeat. Hole number 3. So there we have now 3 holes, which are obviously evenly spaced, 120 degrees. Now if I wanted to add 6, say make 6 holes, I could then move the stop to the other side of the chuck. Let's just clean that off, get rid of the swarf, and I could drop that in there, and I will then be able to drill holes which are, you know, at well, 60 degrees from each other. Obviously, as it is at the moment, you know, my drill would actually come into contact with the inside of the jaw, but you know, if you had something else, you could do 6 holes quite easily by just using a spacer such as this. And it's just a really simple method, which just saves you a lot of time, you know, where you can make 3 holes. I don't know whether you can see them. Just make 3 holes in your whatever you want to drill, and obviously I'd run a tap through there. I've took that off actually, so I'll just run the tap through manually. But you could also, you know, swap the drill out, put a tap in, and just tap that out as well. So a really simple method. So there you go, and it's my indexing. It says 6 jaw index on there. I built this originally for my 6 jaw chuck, but I then realised I could just simply do it with a 3 jaw as well. So just a simple tip for bolt hole circles, or you know, circumference circles, whatever you need. Nice and easy to do. Thanks for watching.